Hello, Northwest Georgia, and welcome to your weather on North Georgia Television. Mostly cloudy overnight, lows were in the upper 40s, and winds light and variable, a beautiful morning with mild temperatures. Expect a cloudy day today with a slight chance of scattered showers and north winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight temperatures should be in the low 40s, continued cloudiness, and winds still light and variable, only a slight chance of rain. Calhoun at 49 this morning, midday, expect 57 and 63 for your high. Chatsworth, an early morning low of 49, 57 for your midday, and then up to 63 as well. Chickamauga, 48 to start out your day, 55 midday, and 63 this afternoon. Cohutta, 47 this morning, 54 at noontime, and then 61 will be your high. Dalton, 48 this morning, 56 by noontime, and then 62 for your high temp. And Fairmount starting out at 48 this morning, 57 expected midday, and 63 for your high. Fort Oglethorpe, AM low of 49, 55 at lunchtime, and then 62 this afternoon. 48 for Lafayette, 55 at midday, and then 62 this morning in the afternoon. Ringgold began the day at 48, 55 midday, and then 62 for your high this afternoon. In our 7-day forecast, mostly cloudy again tomorrow, highs up near 55. North-northeast winds will be at 5 to 10 miles an hour. And Tuesday night, a low of 47 with winds light and variable. Overcast on Wednesday with a slight chance of occasional showers. Southeast winds pick up to 5 to 10. Highs around 65, lows overnight about 56 with rain showers beginning earlier and continuing throughout the night. Winds pick up some more to 10 to 20 miles per hour. On Thursday, expect rain showers in the morning and thunder showers develop in the afternoon. Winds persist and temps will begin to get to the mid-high 60s. Thunderstorms in the evening will give way to steady rain overnight and lows near 50. Friday, morning showers, then partly cloudy into Friday night, high of 59, low of 37, winds at 5 to 10. Saturday, overcast, highs in the low 50s, overnight lows just above freezing. Then Sunday, partly cloudy, highs near 55, winds light and variable, cloudy overnight, lows in the mid-30s. Next Monday, sunny and near 60. That's your weather. Whatever the weather, we hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. And here are the area obituaries. Geronda K. Evans, age 63. Geronda Evans of Rockmart, formerly of Fairmount, passed away on Thursday, March 7th in Redmond Regional Hospital. Graveside services were conducted 2 p.m. Sunday, March 10th at Friendship Baptist Church Cemetery in Ludville with Reverend Chandler Bowling officiating. Angela Danette Moore, age 53. Angela Moore of Ringgold went home to be with the Lord Friday, March 8th. She was a lifelong resident of the Chattanooga, North Georgia area. Funeral services were held 1:30 p.m. Sunday at the Peavine Baptist Church with Reverend Joel Sutherland officiating. Interment in Wood Station Cemetery. Ann Hudgens, age 66. Ann Hudgens of Resaca passed away at her residence Friday, March 8th. Funeral services will be conducted Monday, March 11th at 2 p.m. from the Chapel of Thomas Funeral Home with Reverend Hoyt Hammock and Pastor Roy Smith officiating. Burial will follow in Fairview Cemetery. The family will receive friends from 12 noon until 2 p.m. on Monday prior to the funeral. Stephanie Dean Floyd, age 45. Stephanie Floyd of Calhoun died at Redmond Regional Medical Center on Thursday, March 7th, following a brief illness. The funeral services will be conducted on Monday, March 11th at 2 p.m. in the chapel of Max Brannon and Sons Funeral Home. Pastor Ricky Silvers will officiate. Patricia Ann Ham Meyer, age 82. Pat Meyer of Calhoun died Thursday, March 7th. A memorial service will be held Monday, March 11th at 6 p.m. from the chapel of Max Brannon and Sons Funeral Home. Jason Hawkins will officiate. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the 6 p.m. service. Gail Fee, age 73. Gail Fee of Tunnel Hill passed away Friday, March 8th. She was born March 26, 1945. Following Gail's wishes, there will be no visitation or formal services. Rather than send flowers, please make a donation to your local Humane Society. Lee Myers, age 46. Lee Myers of Dalton passed away Wednesday, March 6th. A funeral service to celebrate the life of Lee Myers will be held at 2 p.m. Monday, March 11th, at the Chapel of Dalton Funeral Home. Burial will be at West Hill Cemetery. The family will receive friends for visitation from 12 p.m. until the hour of service. Terry Lynn Farr, age 62. Terry Farr went home to be with the Lord Saturday, March 9th. Funeral services will be at 1 p.m. Tuesday at Heritage Funeral Home and Crematory, Battlefield Parkway, with Reverend Wayne Cook officiating. Interment will be at Tennessee, Georgia Memorial Park. The family will receive friends from 4 to 8 p.m. Monday in the Funeral Home Chapel. In lieu of flowers, donations may be made to the Walker County Animal Shelter. Loetta Faye Hicks Key, age 76. Loetta Key of Rossville went home to be with the Lord on Saturday, March 9th. The funeral will be held 2 p.m. on Tuesday, March 12th in the Wilson & Sons Funeral Home, Fort Oglethorpe Chapel. Interment will follow in Lakewood Memory Gardens South. The family will receive friends from 4 to 8 p.m. on Monday and prior to the service on Tuesday at the funeral home. Roberta Burt Reed, age 83. Roberta Reed went home to be with the Lord Sunday, March 10th, 2019. Funeral services will be 1 p.m. Wednesday at Heritage Funeral Home and Crematory, Battlefield Parkway, with Chance Silvers and Tom Reed officiating. Interment will be at Tennessee, Georgia Memorial Park. The family will receive friends 4 to 8 p.m. Tuesday and 11 to 1 p.m. Wednesday at the Funeral Home Chapel.
Welcome to North Georgia Television News. We are your news covering Catoosa, Gordon, Murray, Walker, and Whitfield counties. I'm Connie Hall Scott.
And I'm Rose Cardona.
And we are still filling in for Adam and Aaron Scott, who are working on some exciting Hollywood stuff. But it looks like they may be coming up on a break and should be back in front of our cameras later on in the week.
In the meantime, coming up in the news today, the Living Infants Fairness of Equality Act heads from the House to the Senate. Also in the Senate, legislation introduced to repeal the medical device tax, and the bill that would prevent cities and counties from setting design standards on homes failed to stay alive as well.
And also up today, Catoosa presents their 2019 T-SPLOS projects, and they are also proclaiming March as National Development Disabilities Month. And in Dalton, the police department is asking for the public's help. Also, we'll have tips from Ready Georgia on flood preparedness, and we'll tell you about an upcoming Creation Health seminar as well as other events around the region.
First up, the Georgia House passed HB 481, the Living Infants Fairness and Equality Act, known as a heartbeat bill, with a 93 to 73 vote. The legislation bans abortions from after the point of which the most common sign of life, a heartbeat, can be detected. Representative Ed Seltzer, the District 35 and a sponsor of the legislation, gave a moving speech on the House floor. In a statement from Family Policy Alliance of Georgia, President Cole Muzio said that Governor Kemp delivered on his promise to provide a strong leadership in protecting the unborn. Today, Georgia lawmakers stood for the innocent, for science, and for life. Our hope is that this movement continues to build forward passage here in Georgia, and that it will echo around the nation toward transforming the culture. Family Policy Alliance of Georgia worked to rally pro-lifers in support of the bill in the House and will continue its grassroots efforts of HB 481 heads to the Senate.
And U.S. Senator Johnny Isakson joined 19 other senators in introducing bipartisan legislation to repeal the punitive medical device tax, which was enacted as a part of President Obama's health care law, the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. The 2.3% tax on medical devices that range from tongue depressors to joint replacements and surgical tools took effect in January 2013, but it has been suspended since January 1st, 2016. The current moratorium is scheduled to expire at the end of the year. The Project Medical Innovation Act of 2019, S692, introduced today, would go a step further and permanently eliminate the medical device tax. According to the U.S. Department of Commerce, 29,000 jobs were lost in the industry while the tax was in effect from 2013 to 2015. And there was an estimated 34 million reduction in the industry's research and development efforts, resulting in a loss of new innovations that could have improved patients' lives and resulted in lower overall costs for patients' medical care.
And the controversial bill that would prevent cities and counties from setting design standards on homes failed to stay alive this year. House Bill 302, as well as its Senate companion that was an attempt to stop local communities from imposing limits design choices for homeowners that chose to live in their community, did not make it to the floor for a vote Thursday, when bills generally must be passed either the House or Senate to move forward.
With early voting underway and the March 19th Election Day rapidly approaching, Catoosa County has published its list for work they plan to do if voters approve the proposed 1% transportation tax. Late last year, Catoosa County and the cities of Fort Oglethorpe and Ringgold put the proposed transportation special purpose local option sales tax on a March 19th referendum. The tax projects to bring in approximately $60 million in revenue over the next 5-year cycle and is supposed to be used for transportation-related road work. In recent weeks, residents have shown up to public meetings held by all 3 local governments voicing their opinion on the tax, and on February 19th, several residents spoke out against the T-Splosh during the Board of Commissioners meeting over concerns about the lack of transparency regarding the plans for the money. A week after that meeting, Catoosa County published lists for not only the county, but the cities of Fort Oglethorpe and Ringgold as well. In a 30-page statement, the county explained how the revenue can be used and what type of projects it plans to work on. In the funding policy statement, commissioners said T-Splosh dollars by law can be used to fund only 2 following: patching, leveling, milling, widening, shoulder preparation, culvert repair, and other repairs necessary for the preservation of roads, streets, bridges, sidewalks, and bicycle paths, including stormwater and drainage capital outlay projects, acquisition of right-of-way, construction, renovation, and improvement of each, relocation of utilities, and improvements related to surface water damage from roads, streets, bridges, sidewalks, and bicycle paths. With 426.52 miles of roads to consider, Catoosa County has plans listed in 3 different phases. Each phase of work is projected to cost approximately $14 million, which adds up to $42 million of the $60 million the county is projected to receive over the 5-year T-SPLOST cycle.
The city of Fort Oglethorpe lists several areas of need highlighted by the construction of the planned roundabout at Mack Smith Road and Steel Road, constructing a traffic solution for Dates Road, and several repaving projects. Fort Oglethorpe officials also submitted several stormwater projects in its list and plans to do a hydrological study of the city to establish a prioritized list of other needed stormwater projects. The city of Ringgold's submitted list includes several repaving projects, some stormwater endeavors as well, and 2 areas where sidewalks are a huge need. When county commissioners and the 2 city councils entered their intergovernmental agreement in December, they identified a 7-20-10 split of the project funds. That breakdown would equate to $42 million for Catoosa County, $12 million for Fort Oglethorpe, and $6 million for Ringgold. Commissioners have spoken in recent months about how the T-SPLOST is an alternative to increasing property taxes.
And if you'll all sit tight, we'll be back in about 40 seconds.
While the word cancer can strike fear at the deepest level of our souls, in the case of skin cancer, the prognosis is very good. Basal cell and squamous cell carcinomas are the most common and are not normally included in cancer statistics.
Our office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of skin cancer.
If you're concerned about a mole or freckle that may be changing, give us a call. Most treatments can be performed in our office in about 15 minutes with very little discomfort.
Hi, I'm Judy Elliott, inviting you to join me on Lifestyles for Women show on WDNN TV. This year brings exciting new topics that women like to discuss or just know more about. Subjects like ways to look and feel your very best, travel, family, health, and sometimes just fun girl talk. It's always exciting, and we invite your suggestions. Just message me on Facebook at Lifestyles for Women, or for more information or to watch us online, visit WDNNTV.com. Lifestyles for Women.
This is Donnie Worley down at Powell's Town Square Cafe in the heart of historic downtown Dalton, Georgia. We're here at 116 West King Street, where Powell's Country Kitchen was located for over 40 years. We want to thank all our family and friends and wonderful, wonderful guests for coming down and supporting us this last year, and invite you to come down and check out some of our new menu items and specials and our wonderful specials every week for the month of March to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. Thank you again, and come down and enjoy a little fellowship and some of the fine programming on North Georgia Television, always playing on our TV here to support all our local businesses.
Hi, I'm Lori McDaniel, host of The Local Scene. We've all heard it a million times. There's nothing to do around here. Well, The Local Scene exists to prove that statement wrong. We promote events, festivals, fundraisers, and exciting news about what's going on in Northwest Georgia. If you're looking for something to do, tune in. If you've got an event or something special you want to promote on the air, let us know so you can be a guest on the show. Hey, free publicity doesn't grow on trees, you know. If you'd like to be on the local scene, please email WDNN at info@WDNNTV.com with the subject line, The Local Scene, or call us at 706-278-9713. Nothing to do, as if.
Welcome back to your local news. Catoosa County's Board of Commissioners will recognize those battling mental disabilities throughout March after signing a proclamation supporting Intellectual Development Disabilities Month. During the February 19th Board of Commissioners meeting, County Attorney Clifton Patty spoke about the proclamation and the great work being done by Lookout Mountain Community Services. Patty said intellectual development disability is a condition which today affects an estimated 4.6 million American children, adults, and their families. The most effective weapons for alleviating these serious problems associated with intellectual development disabilities are public knowledge and understanding. A handful of intellectually disabled people and their families were in attendance for the meeting and were able to visit with commissioners before the meeting was called to order. Lookout Mountain Community Services improves the quality of life for citizens of not only Catoosa, but also Chattooga, Dade, and Walker counties by providing services to intellectually developmentally disabled persons and their families, and the commissioners felt it was fitting to proclaim the month of March 2019 Intellectual Developmental Disability Month in Catoosa County to increase awareness of their programs.
The Dalton Police Department is asking for the public's help to identify a woman that investigators believe could be a witness with information about the theft of 2 cars from a Dalton car dealership. The woman was recorded on surveillance video making transactions for which receipts were later found in the recovered vehicles. She was also recorded arriving at a store location in a vehicle that investigators believe was one of the stolen vehicles. She is not necessarily being considered a suspect in the case. The theft happened sometime overnight on March 15th or in the early morning hours of February 16th at Extreme Auto Sales of 924 South Thornton Avenue. Someone broke a window at the business and stole a large number of car keys stored inside. Business owners also found 2 cars missing, a black 2011 Mercedes-Benz sedan and a black 2010 Dodge Charger. An investigating Dalton officer entered both vehicles into the NCIC database as stolen. Investigators were later alerted that the Charger was recovered wrecked in a ditch in Rossville, Georgia. The Mercedes was later recovered in Red Bank, Tennessee. Inside both recovered vehicles, investigators found a number of items that did not belong in the car, including receipts from multiple transactions. One receipt was from a purchase made at a Walgreens store in Ringgold Road in East Ridge, Tennessee. Another receipt found inside the Charger's glove compartment was a price quote from an AutoZone store in Rossville Boulevard in Chattanooga for an engine part that the Charger needed. A Dalton detective was able to recover video from both locations and found the same woman was a passenger in the Charger in both locations and made the pricing inquiry at the AutoZone store. She was a young white woman with shoulder-length hair colored with purple or blue highlights. She was wearing jeans and a dark black jacket with a hood. A picture of the woman is released with this. She is not necessarily being considered a suspect in this case. Anyone with information on this crime or the identity of the woman is asked to please contact Detective Charles Williams at 706-278-9085, extension 9280.
Wow, with any luck, someone will get on top of that, huh? Maybe call something in. Georgia Public Safety and Public Works and Ready Georgia encourages Gordon County residents to prepare during Flood Safety Preparedness Week as it kicks off today. The campaign aims to prepare citizens to maintain self-sufficiency for at least 72 hours following an emergency. Each day during the week will focus on a different flood safety tip. the dangers of flooding, and how Georgians can prepare before flooding happens. Local public safety and public works personnel are encouraging all residents to dedicate time to practicing emergency response procedures and to learn how to deal with floods. According to Courtney Taylor, Director of Gordon County Emergency Management, floods and flash floods can reach full peak in only a few minutes. By taking steps to prepare before it strikes and knowing evacuation routes, you can ensure that you and your family stay safe. We urge all of our citizens to work through communication plans and safety measures at home so they will be ready if or when a flooding event happens. We have seen over the past few years just how much effect flooding can have on our community. Today's focus, develop a communications plan. Your family may not be together when disaster strikes. Make a plan today. Know how you'll contact one another and reconnect if separated. Establish a family meeting place that's familiar and easy to find. Address the unique needs of pets, older loved ones, and family members with special needs in your plan. You can download and fill out a family emergency plan or create a customized plan for you and your family now by going to ready.ga.gov/plan and make sure each member of your family is ready.
Advent Health Gordon will host a series of Creation Health Spring Seminars on Monday evenings from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., beginning March 18th through April 29th. This free seminar series will feature a different doctor each week, and attendees will be educated on ways to live a happier and healthy life. Classes include a free dinner and will be held in Conference Room E at Gordon County's Advent Health Hospital. The seminars will focus on living life to the fullest. Attendees will learn about the 8 principles of creation: health, choice, rest, environment, activity, trust, interpersonal relationships, outlook, and nutrition. When practiced, these principles can lead to a healthier lifestyle. To register for this free, life-changing seminar, call 706-602-7800, extension 3166. For additional information about the Creation Health, visit www.creationhealth.com. Here's a look at some upcoming events around the region. Tonight, eat at Chili's to support the Women's Enrichment Center of North Georgia between 5 o'clock and 9 p.m. Simply mention to your server that you are participating in the WEC fundraiser, and 10% of your tab will be donated to the WEC.
And tomorrow, Dalton Mall's Color for a Cause, an event that raises funds and awareness in support of local organizations. The event will be held at the mall on Tuesday, March 12th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. They have 20 local organizations that will benefit from every purchase made at the mall between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. Coming up Saturday, March 16th at Matt Gaston Community Center and also at St. Mark's Episcopal Church and Dalton Episcopal Outreach. All these groups will join together to have the first annual Spring Back into Wellness event that focuses on the emotional and physical health of all people and will offer free health screenings and other mental and physical health education and resources.
Habitat for Humanity of Catoosa County will host Blue Jeans, Bluegrass Americana, and Blueprints on March 16, 2019 at 6 p.m. at the Colonnade at 264 Catoosa Circle in Ringgold, Georgia. The event is a fundraiser with a goal to raise $30,000 towards the 2019 Habitat House. It will feature a silent auction, Thatcher's barbecue dinner, entertainment from Randall Franks and his Hollywood Hillbilly Jamboree, and special volunteer awards. Tickets are $65 each or $500 per table. The event is sponsored by Greater Chattanooga Realtors and RTC. For tickets and more information, call 706-861-5858. Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's all good, and there's a lot of things going on, Rose. I hope you'll entertain yourself with some of those things.
I will.
I'm thinking about a few. And for all of you, thanks for tuning into your local news. We'll see you tomorrow.